Hey guys, as a quick heads up, this episode does tackle themes of physical, mental and sexual abuse. We've tried to minimise the amount of detail we go into here, but do be aware that this can be quite upsetting to some viewers. Thank you. Episode 4 of Monsters begins in 1988 with the brothers breaking into a house in California. We heard about this briefly from Jose in the past when he reprimanded the pair for a burglary and promised they wouldn't have any more inheritance as a result. Anyway, they clear the place, taking a whole van full of gear. Apparently this isn't their first rodeo, but eventually they do get caught. This catches us up to the present timeline where Leslie turns her attention to Lyle. She cuts right to the chase and brings up the sexual abuse he and Erik suffered from. The abuse was physical after all, as we see Jose slapping his son relentlessly in a flashback. Lyle was only allowed to date the best girls and get the best grades, with Jose dominating the situation. However, Kitty isn't much better either, backing Jose up. Lyle is forced into attending an Ivy school and he even tells the kids to lie and cheat their way to success. This again reinforces the burglary and also Lyle cheating on his psychology assignment in the next scene, caught trying to forge answers from a fellow student. Unfortunately, Lyle is expelled from college for a year as a result. Jose is completely unhinged about it and tells him he's going to come work for him for the year. Unfortunately, Lyle starts losing his hair from the stress. Lyle goes to work as a management trainee at Live, but nobody else is happy about it. In fact, Jose knows he's losing his hair and demands his son wear a wig. Now, there are a few people who know about the abuse: Donovan, his roommate at Princeton, and his cousin. This abuse started when he was 6 with special massages, and then it escalated from there. While he's unsure if Kitty knew, the truth is she definitely did. When he turned 7, things escalated again, and this resulted in Lyle starting to talk to stuffed animals, and unfortunately this abuse only got worse, including specific items and Vaseline. Again, I'm not going to go into detail here because the episode itself is absolutely shocking. Turning 8, things got worse, and when Lyle told him to stop, he did. And unfortunately the reason for this is because that abuse turned to Erik. The confession came during the vulnerable moment with Erik seeing him with the wig off. The abuse to Erik was tough too, and we see this in a scene where Jose forces Erik underwater. Lyle even turned against his brother too. Eventually it was too much and Lyle demanded his dad stopped. In a flashback, we see the pair confront one another. Jose laughs and claims that Lyle has made his choice, so I've made mine. Lyle interpreted that as their father deciding to kill them. While Leslie works on a defense case, unfortunately Beverly Hills is captivated by the writings of Dominic Dunn. It's again another reminder that we just don't hate journalists enough. Dunn is convinced that Lyle and Erik are sociopaths and killed with no remorse, and believes there's something darker and evil that goes beyond hate. Unfortunately, Dunn's fruity report is full of inaccuracies, with the provocative title of Nightmare on Elm Drive 2. Public opinion is absolutely against them. Leslie turns her attention to Lyle's best friend Donovan. In the past, he and Lyle confided in one another, with Donovan admitting that he too was abused as a child. The thing is, Lyle looks him in the eye and tells him that both he and Erik were also abused by Jose. This is 4 months before the murders took place. So why did the brothers kill Jose that specific night? Well, an incident saw Jose show up at the door, banging and demanding Erik open up one night. Kitty was downstairs and reveals that she always knew about the abuse and said nothing because she cared about keeping the family together. This is a moment where it's clear that the pair needed to kill Jose and Kitty together. Kitty was psychopathic and obsessed with guns. Her latest in a magazine happens to be a handgun with a silencer attached. In response to this, the boys left on the Friday and brought a bunch of shotguns. The brothers are convinced that their scheduled boat ride on Saturday is going to result in them being killed out at sea. The pair are on edge the whole time and, even worse, become jittery when Lyle notices a silenced gun in Kitty's bag. The thing is, it's not actually a gun, it's just a lipstick, but it's enough to rattle the pair. Out on the boat, Lyle apologises to Erik and the pair stay close together. They make a vow and promise right there that they'll never let their parents hurt them ever again. The pair go to the range and fire their weapons soon after, a determined, menacing look in their eyes, which is where episode 4 comes to an end. It's hard to fathom just how difficult it must have been for the boys, dealing with that level of abuse and having nowhere to turn. As the episodes progress, it's becoming increasingly clear that both Kitty and Jose were psychotic and caused their 2 boys to snap. Lyle and Erik have an unbreakable bond shared by their disturbing past, and this explains why they're so close and spend so much time together. The interviews of both Lyle and Erik have been extraordinarily well shot, and the slow zooming, next to the great acting all round, make this a hard show to sit through, but a very good one all the same. I'd imagine the second half of this series is going to move into the court case and what ensues from there, but we'll have to wait and see. Thanks for watching, and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler, and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.